Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Children's Church. It's the first month of the year, so we're talking about all about the first things in the Bible. Not all like the very first things. We did that the first week, back when we did Days of Creation. This week we're talking about the first judge who was a woman. Her name was Deborah, and you can find her story in the book of Judges, chapter 5, and I think it goes into chapter 6. Nope. She gets the whole chapter 5, and it's called the Song of Deborah, which I think is pretty cool. A lot of parts of the Bible are called a song of something, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, I'm going to read it to you, and then we're going to talk. The one thing I want you to remember about Deborah going into our story is that she was always sure of what God told her to do, and that that's what she was going to do. Then sang Deborah and Barak the son of Abinoam on that day that the leaders of Israel took the lead, and the people offered themselves willingly, bless the Lord. Hear, O kings, give ear. O princes, to the Lord I will sing. I will make melody to the Lord, the God of Israel. Lord, when thou didst go forth from Seir, when thou didst march in the region of Edom, the earth trembled, and the heavens dropped. Yea, the clouds doth water, and the mountains quake before the Lord. Yea, on Sinai before the Lord, the God of Israel. Okay, I like the song, but it doesn't tell the story, so I'm going to tell the story by myself. So, Barak was the head of the army of Israel, and there was another army coming against them. And Deborah said, go out and do the things that God has said. He's promised you the victory. And he said, I won't go without you. You have God's favor. You're God's chosen. And I'm not going out to battle without you. And she said, okay. The glory of the battle will go to a woman. And he said, I don't care. I'm not going without you. So they go into battle. And it's interesting. You can look in historical textbooks and find what Deborah did, because she did a really cool maneuver where she went around a mountain and surprised the other army, because that's what God told her to do. And they did win the day. But a man called General Sisera ran away. He was the one who had been attacking the people of Israel, and he escaped, or at least he thought he did, because he came to the home of a woman named Jael. Now her husband worked for General Sisera, but she was an Israelite. She was a Jewish person. So she brought him inside, and she gave him a warm meal, and then she took care of him. Like, he did not survive. I'm not going to get graphic about it, guys, but he did not survive that encounter. And just like Deborah told Barak, the glory of the battle went to a woman. She is remembered as the person who killed the evil General Sisera. So why is that important? Well, it could be important that Deborah was the first female judge. Actually, it says a lot of interesting things about Deborah. Like, because she was a woman, she went about things a specific way. She would sit under a palm tree and deliver judgment, because it was out in the open where everyone could see. But what I find most interesting about Deborah was how sure she was. She didn't hesitate, she didn't waver, and she always listened and knew what God was telling her to do. And that's why Deborah's remembered. She was decisive, and she followed God with her whole heart, her whole mind, and all of her actions too. And that's what I want you guys to remember today. You can be first, but you also have to be sure of what you're doing and who you're following. All right, we'll be talking about another first for the next 2 weeks. I will see you guys then. I love you. Bye.